Hey there everyone, it's Joe from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, selling you the best bullion bars and coins shipped to you worldwide from Melbourne in Australia. This is your weekly, mostly weekly, precious metals price analysis where we take a look at the big four: gold, silver, platinum and palladium. Head over to youtube.com/bullionnow. We're creeping up on 11,800. It's going to be 12,000 soon, I think. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the winning team. We are one giant family. We love having you on board, and hopefully you love all our content, all the stuff that we do. So this is going to be really quick, and I think this will be the quickest one I've ever done because not a lot has happened, but we'll just quickly touch upon the gold, silver, platinum and palladium prices for this week. Right now it is Monday, the 12th of April 2021. Using the tradingview.com website, priced in US dollars, and we're hovering currently now at 1,740 US. Let's go down to the daily. Last week, it was around about 5 or 6 days ago, that I did the last analyses. We were hovering around about 1730, and I had been talking about this level of resistance. I need to see it move above and then stay above and then sort of come back and test it in order for me to be confident that the bottom is in. I said last week that I'm 80% certain that the bottom is in for the gold price because mainly of two reasons. One, because of this double bottom right here, and then because of the cup and handle formation that we're looking at right here. The cup and then the handle. The question was, is this the bottom of the cup, or is the handle, I should say, is this the bottom of the handle, or are we going to print a little bit lower down to this 1555 level, and that's the handle? I'm 80% certain that this is the bottom right here, but again, we do need to see it creep above and stay above and then create as a level of support above this level of 1760. So look, in the last 5-6 days, we have had a test of roughly the 1760 level. It has not broken through yet, but the more times you knock on a trap door or you knock on the door, the more times it's taken out. So the more times a level is tested, and that's both on resistance and both on support, more times it's tested, the more likely it is to be taken out. So potentially, could we see a bit of a trading range in the next week or so? Could we have another test in, say, a week and a half, something like that? Is third time a charm? Could quite possibly be, but let's just see for now. But we have seen another test of 1760, which is very positive in my opinion. So I'm going to stick with 80% certain that the bottom is in for gold, and that soon we'll be up in this little bracket right here, and we'll talk about that if we get there. And then blue skies for the next weeks, months, and possibly even years, but we'll talk about that once we get there. Let's take a look at silver. This, as I said, going to be very, very quick. Silver, here we are, hovering at $25.10. So similarly, last week I said I need it to get above 26, stay above 26. We haven't reached 26 yet, but we've been on on the way up there. We've been moving in that direction. So in the last few days, we've headed up to a top of 25.60. Pretty good. A little bit of a sell-off. Let's see what happens. Just in a trading range for me still currently. I'm going to stay completely I was going to say 50-50, but if I'm confident that the low is in for gold, then I may have to be confident that the low is in for silver, but they are two different metals, so you never know. The gold to silver ratio could widen a little bit more. So for now, 50-50, we're just in a trading range for the moment in silver. Still needed to print above 26 and hold above and have a little bit of a retest of 26 for me to be confident that we're moving onwards and upwards. But positive movements in the last week. I said really quick. This is the quickest I've ever done it. So XPT floor for platinum. Platinum we had moved above, and I'll show you quickly here on the weekly. we'd come off here, this is a number of weeks ago now, the 1330, we'd had that retest of the downtrend line. You guys know this already, unless you're new to the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'll pop a link up above now to my technical analysis playlist. Go have a look back at the last couple of weeks of analyses, and then you can see where we're coming from when I talk about, this downtrend line and printing above here and retesting and all that, rather than me boring all the regular subscribers. We've seen these a whole bunch of times, but the retest of the downtrend line then in the last week or so, where are we? We have come up past here. That's very positive. Come up past the 1236 level. We've printed a little bit higher and around about 1250. A little bit of a retest of these couple of lines that I've had drawn in. So a retest of the sort of the 1200 level, a little bit below 1200, about 1193. I'm still positive for platinum in the longer term. So could this just be, a little bit of a sell-off? Yeah, quite potentially. But I am quite positive that we are moving higher in the next months coming in platinum. And if you want to know why, or part of the reason why, I'll put a link above now to this video. I did it last week. I didn't do this last week. I linked above to this last week, but I'll link above to it again right now to Michael talking about this particular platinum coin release. But he goes into depth as to why he believes that platinum is a pretty good buy at the moment, particularly in relation to the price of it against gold. And he talks about it in that video, so I'll put a link above. So I'm confident, and we may see a little bit of a sell-off quite potentially, but I'm confident that we are moving higher in the next weeks and months. And that is platinum. And finally, palladium. So as of last week, same as last week, still trading, a bit of a trading range here between your, the 2750 and the low that we had of 2520. Last week I was talking about the fact that I thought it was kind of going to come back to the 2520. It did come back to the 2520, and last week I said I'm pretty darn confident that we are going to be seeing all-time highs in palladium in the next 8 weeks, and I said that last week. So let's take a look at the weekly. And that's that little print down there. You see we had that retest of the 2520. If I take a look at that on the monthly though, on the monthly candle, you'll see on the monthly there is not a retest yet of this mark of the 2,520 US dollars. So if on the monthly time frame, on a monthly candle, if we actually came back to retest the 2520, that would not surprise me at all, because even though we've done it on the weekly, as you can see here, there is nothing surprising about if we have a second weekly test of that. I would not be worried, particularly if it's a move down and then a quick spike back up. Look at this giant hammer right there. That's like Thor's hammer right there. That's pretty cool. That's a huge wick. That just basically says some sellers took some profits, and then a whole bunch of buyers just gobbled all that up, because in the same weekly session that was just all bought up. So if we do the same thing, have a quick spike down and a quick spike up, that would just print a small red candle on the monthly time frame, and then I reckon personally we would be heading into new all-time high territory within that next following month. So let's say May. I think we could see a retest of the old high in May. Again, I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I think a retest up here on the monthly time frame at 2520 wouldn't surprise me at all. But I am very positive for platinum in the next few months for sure. That's it. I think that's the quickest I've ever done it. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the big red subscribe button there. Join the family. We do these as much as possible. I try to do this every week, unless we're getting really, really, really busy in the store. Try and find some time. That's it, gang. Stay safe, and we'll speak to you soon.